So I dropped my wife's car off this morning. The brakes seem to have gone really bad, and I can't seem to make them work properly. So I took it. I rang up a local mechanic, and I ring the guy, and he picks up the phone. He says, "Oh, can I put you on hold?" I said, "Yeah, okay." Anyway, he didn't put me on hold. He just put the phone down, and I could hear that he was talking to a customer, and nothing eventful, nothing exciting. He just talks away, and then eventually he picks up the phone and click, presses a button, puts me on hold, and then click, a second later, puts me, unholds me, and says, thanks for waiting on hold. Can I help you? And I said, well, actually, I wasn't on hold, and I heard everything that you said about me. And there was just silence. And I said, no, that's all right, I'm just joking, you didn't say anything about me. He's like, I was racking my brain thinking, what did I say? What did I say? And anyway, I had a good laugh, and then I booked my car in. Yeah. So this morning I go in and I take my car in, and the guys at the counter talking to some other customer, and so I'm standing there for a minute, and then I walk back outside, and I get my my push bike out of the boot, because that's what I have to do. I have to ride back home if I'm going to leave the car there for the day. And so then I walk back in, and he's there, and he says, "Oh, hi, Brendan." I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's remembered my name already, and I guess he could have just looked it up with he could see what car I'd pulled up in. I said, yeah, g'day, I'm just here to drop off the car. And he said, you really had me going yesterday. He said, even after we got off the phone, I was racking my brain thinking, did I really say something? What did I say? And I was laughing. He said, that was a real good one. That was a real good one. Anyway, so hopefully he services my car well. Now I was going to talk about, so I've got an exhaust thing up on the internet, and I'm about to put a air filter one up, but I also did a little bit of my own fabrication. Now, it's incredibly simple fabrication. It's not technical at all. Shit, that was the wrong side to pick. That's another good thing. When people are staring in their mirrors and concentrating on you, they don't see that the traffic's taken off, and they leave a beautiful little gap just made for you. Yes, I did a little bit of fabrication. I had what's called the X-Grip, which is made by Ram, which is this little rubberized holder right here, and it has worked. I've had it on my Husky, and it has worked absolutely fantastically. I dropped the Husky, left, right and centre, crashed. I even had one decent, high-sided, and the bike bang went down on its side pretty hard, and my phone never moved. It stayed rock solid. So I'm really impressed with the Ram mount, with the X-Grip. However, I didn't want the Ram mount. I didn't want the X-Grip with a Ram mount coming off my handlebar. There's not a lot of room here to put it, and I just wasn't fussed. I wanted it up there where the traditional adventure bike GPS holder is. So I decided to make up this ramp. So I'm going to whack up a couple of pictures here. So yeah, see, I started off with just stainless steel plate. It's only like 2.5 mil thick or 3 mil thick. I think it's pretty thin. I experimented with a couple of different shapes, and I used some cardboard cutouts to make sure I could line up bolt holes and get the fold in the right spot. And eventually I got it right. Took a couple of goes with cardboard, and then one go that I wasn't happy with the stainless steel plate, and then I got it right sort of, you know, the next time. And then yes, I folded this piece of plate, I painted it black, etch primed it because it's stainless steel, and then spray painted it black, and a matte black, and then fitted it in place. Now it fits on, as you can see in photos, it fits on with one screw mount on the dashboard and one through the, I don't know, the plastic casing there. That one was a little bit tricky because it had like a plastic screw holding it together, so I had to make up a little sleeve with a washer on the end, so the screw is actually on the inside of it, and then I've just got like a rubber grommet that sort of restrains it in that location. So yeah, it's quite rigid now, and I'm really happy with it. It's extremely lightweight. I don't know, I didn't even weigh it, but it couldn't be much more than, I don't know, 200 grams or something. Mate, nah, not even 100 grams. Well, maybe 200 grams by the time you include the X grip. And yeah, it's solid as a rock. I've got the power wire coming out, just sort of wraps around the back there and plugs into the spike. Comes with a 12 volt USB 12 volt a 12 volt plug, cigarette lighter attachment, and then you just can buy a little USB adapter, plug that in, and yeah, there's the phone with basically endless supply of power. And I use that as GPS, and I use that with my Bluetooth headset, and I use that to listen to music. Yeah, it's it's fantastic. Does everything. And when I'm out, I can't go anywhere. Slip under the door unawares. I have 1,000 eyes.